How you doing, Jorge? So on this episode of Vlog Time, look where I find myself. Yep. So the race started, got a good start, and don't know what happened to the carts in front of me, and everybody was sideways, and I plowed right into someone. Something's bent or something's bad up there. Look, Cameo. How are you? Good. You okay? Told you we were gonna run together. Told you, I didn't think you'd be on the cart, but we're running together. So, oh. How do we do this? Why do we do this? Yeah, it's like, oh, somebody else's fault. It's not somebody, so. Hi! No red flag. They should have. Oh well. It is what it is. Somebody flipped. Somebody flipped. I saw a go-kart upside down. So, yeah, through the chain. See, that's it.
Did you hit anything?
Yup. A whole lot of this side.
Thank you for avoiding the axle.
Huh?
You know what?
I think the axle's good. So, well, I had, like I said, good start. Completely thrown away.
I
So,
stopped to help the guy.
yeah.
Because last year you guys got mad because I drove away.
But no red flag. There should have definitely been a red flag. Let's see here. Shoulders a little banged up, elbows a little banged up. But it is what it is. Don't know who this is, but hopefully he's okay. I'm gonna push forward, try to fix some stuff. You guys need any help, please let me know.
I don't know that I can turn right because of this spindle.
Okay.
Like, I couldn't turn right on track, so
That's a
it
problem.
might be interesting here.
Oh yeah, she's a little. Do you have extra spindles and stuff? You're good?
We've got a vice.
So do we. Vice and a hammer.
That's
So.
what it's gonna be.
So, all right, guys. We'll find out. I think the axle might be bent and the sprocket is done, so we'll see. All right, well, we're gonna send it. We got one more heat race, then the final tomorrow. It is what it is, so we'll see. So after finishing on the dolly, after heat number 2, I said, you know what? Maybe this time I'm just gonna take it a little bit slow, and good thing I did. So coming up here into turn number 2. There it is, the big one, just as I expected. Unfortunately, Jorge got tangled up and made the whole field shuffle up. A lot of people thought that they were probably going to throw a red flag on this one as well, but it didn't happen, so everybody kind of slowed out and separated the pack. But I find myself behind another than Casey Stahl. It's funny, in Jorge's video, if you watch it, somehow he ended up behind Ben for a little while, and here I am behind Casey, and I was like, same idea. Let me see kind of what he does. No, he's the hometown guy, and try to keep his line. And I was not even close. I tried, but the cart was just not doing what I wanted it to do. But it's fine. We do start to get some separation from the field, but I decided to grind it down and kind of stay on it. Here on this half-quarter hairpin, realized that if I stayed in the middle, lower section of the track, I was getting a better run out. And I knew that, you know, all I had to do was just try to stay with this pack, and something would happen. Somebody would try to pass someone, and it did just a little bit later on the lap. And the number 29 here gets a little bit cut up. He lost a bunch of speed, kind of a move there. I ended up on the outside. Should have probably launched on the inside, and I would have passed him then. But at this point, I knew that from looking at the times earlier, I was a little bit faster than some of the guys in the back of the pack, and it's nothing against them. I just knew that, you know, being the second year that I was here and knowing the track, I was trying to be patient but aggressive. Here I should have probably stayed in it. He left me plenty of room, but last year I bent an axle there. So I knew I had time. I knew it was a little bit faster at this point, even though he did get a better run into there because I had to hit the brakes. And here, getting out of the oval, I stay in this draft. And look how quickly I get sucked up, and I am able to go around him here on the inside before turn number 1. So you see the pack of 3 karts there. It takes me a little bit to track them down, but I am able to track it down. They kind of broke up a little bit. The 41 here fell behind, and I knew that I could get there. I could see that he was struggling for grip, especially in the front of the cart. As you can see, the front end is sliding. He goes out a little bit wide there, and at this point, I was just trying to be patient. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna go in full send mode and throw the whole race here. So a little bit better line. He was a little bit tight, kind of hitting the inside line there. I stayed out a little bit wide. I should have probably stayed out on the rumble strips there towards the end. Much better momentum here coming out of that turn. This is probably one of the funnest turns in the whole race, which is this right-hander to the left-hander oval. He gets a little loose, and I knew that I had to pass at that point. So no complaints. And then obviously, I don't want to call that a fight, but I did kind of lost some speed getting around him, and the 98 didn't hesitate, so he passed me like I was standing still. So great job. So closing out.
I tickled him when I took my phone out.
Yes.
I tickled you. You're like,
Yes, you did. I gotta get it done.
I gotta get my phone out.
So closing out day number 2. So all heat races are done. Tomorrow we just got a warm-up and finals.
One suicide mission.
Yep. So day was really up and down for the whole team, but overall at the end of the day we did really well. I was in an accident in heat number 2. Jorge was in an accident in heat number 3. Junior was in an accident in heat number 3.
Heat number 2
So,
for me.
Heat number 2 for you.
But thank God it restarted that. So
yeah.
that was good of them to restart it completely.
Yep. So I
Someone did.
Yeah. So I started like 38th into heat 3, and I finished 20th. So I'll take it. And I went the fastest that I've gone. So
Yeah, that last race was fast enough.
yeah. So we got some work to do.
I want to change the oil.
How you doing, Jorge? Yep. His cart's a little messed up going into tomorrow. Luckily for him, we're missing a rim, but luckily for him, it might rain in the finals tomorrow. So we got ourselves some rain time.
How I'm a beast in the finals.
It's going to snow.
I'm a beast in the finals.
It won't rain here.
I'm gonna show you how it's done.
This is in Florida.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
Well, as fast as I was now in the finals, I needed to stay dry.
No, that's true.
I needed to stay dry
That's true.
because I have the speed to get into the top 10. So.
Rain, you know, they'll put me in a trailer.
You guys hear that cat? That was a cat. Miguel the cat. So starting to pick up at the trailer. Tomorrow it's just a matter of finishing up the day and then just packing up, and I don't think we're gonna head back right away, but yep. So extremely sore from the day after the accident earlier today, but the day is done. We move on to tomorrow. The finals are finally here. Last day of the Grand Nationals number 4 here in Newcastle Motorsports, Indiana. So far, having a blast with the team out here. We're all doing the best that we can. We've had some ups and some downs, and then some ups and some downs over and over again. But no complaints. Worth every penny, worth every amount of time. It doesn't matter. Today, we just need to have a solid day. Get through the day. So you can see it's cloudy outside. It's not as sunny as it's been. It's about 50 degrees, so it's actually just a little bit warmer than it's been all weekend. But it is calling for rain here in about a couple hours, about an hour or so, right before we actually start racing and get going for the day. So it's going to be a wet track. Before practice, we already set up the carts for rain. So practice, we're just going out there just to make sure that we do a shakedown on the carts. We're not really looking to do anything as far as setting up some times or nothing like that. So we're just focused on the finals, because it's probably a 90% chance it's going to rain, and if it's not, then we'll do our best to get the carts back to the dry setup as quick as possible. At the end of the day yesterday, the cart felt as best as it's been, which is probably what you want to feel going into a final. Sometimes you can, especially earlier when we got here a couple days ago, out of the trailer, I went really quick in the top 15 in times, and then I just dropped back and back and back and no improvement. And then we just kept working on the cart. Changes that Jorge kept throwing at it, and yesterday I ended up top 20. I ended up 20th, but my times were definitely within the top 15. So anything is possible. We still got to get through turn 1 and turn 2, so we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. But either way, we're gonna have a blast. We're gonna do the best that we can here in the finals. Hopefully it stays dry. I know Jorge wants us to rain. He is pretty quick in the rain. I don't consider myself quick at all in the rain, actually quite slow. But you never know what could happen. We'll see how many karts get out there in the rain, and we'll go from there. So the final day has come. We are ready to go, and as expected, it's a rainy day. So we go out for practice and realize that the track is not just damp, but wet. So everybody starts to, you know, kind of play nice. If you compare this practice round or warm-up, as you can say, to the ones on the previous vlog, everybody's playing really nice. So, which is a testament to how rain conditions will change your weekend, which is why we do this, right? You never know what's going to happen until you start racing and you get out on the track. So, I don't have a lot of rain experience, but the last couple races I've done have been in the rain and have been on slicks. So I decided to, once again, although it's practice, most of the karts ended up out for practice to kind of, everybody wanted to see how kind of the track was going. I said, let me just be patient, see what everybody else is doing, let some guys pass me. There goes Jorge flying by, who he's extremely fast in the rain, there's no question about that. So he was happy. And I said, okay, let me get some temperature in the tires, and then I'll start looking for grip, and we'll go from there. You can see the raindrops are definitely hitting on the GoPro. And I start to realize that although yes, there is a pack of karts that is moving really well together, as I start to get a little bit more comfortable on the kart, I'm starting to pick guys off. Now, I don't know how much opportunity they have to race up in Indiana. I don't think as much from what I've possibly been told, but I started to get brave, and I was getting faster and faster, which I was happy. I was like, well, I might have a shot here, you know, going into the final of the if it's wet and the times hold up compared to everybody else, I do have a shot. So sometimes you start to get a little bit too brave, especially in the rain. And even if you're putting the times down, as you can see here, gentleman here gets loose on the front end. Obviously, kart is pushing. He has no grip all over the place. Number 66 here, he kind of checks up a lot, hits the brakes. And I was like, well, I'll take that one. Again, we're in warm-up here, but now you start to get a little brave. This is here another Florida competitor. I was able to track him down. He was gone well past quarter of the track, and I started to get brave, but because of the history that we have, I realized I had a good run on him, and I could have been aggressive and taken the spot, but being that it's a warm-up, I hit the brakes, and that was it. So finished practice. It was in the wet. I thought I did okay, not too bad. And then I come off track. Jorge did great in the rain. He likes the rain. And I'm like, you know what? I'm starting 20th. If it's wet, I'll be okay. Because I thought, you know, I was quicker than some of the guys. And then he breaks the news to me that because I had a DNF on the second race, I don't start 20th. I start 29th. So, we have some work.
And I start 30th.
A lot of work. So
Dodge the big one. That's what we gotta do.
Dodge the big one. Hopefully that'll make up about 5 spots, and then bring the rest out.
Yeah, this could all turn around this whole weekend in the finals. It's racing, baby.
Yep.
Anything can happen.
So they officially called for rain conditions. It's a little bit chaotic. We have to wait on the boys in the light class to finish and swap tires and do all our dealer stuff. I'm doing a last minute gear change again after watching some of the guys in the other classes go, and hopefully I can work my way. As I said, I am starting 29th or 30th, somewhere around there. Well, let's see if we can just give everything we got. So there he is rushing. Yeah, so it's crunch time. So this is the moment right here. We're out in the finals, and everybody right now is on rain tires. They had called for complete wet conditions, and this is when you leave no stone unturned. So it doesn't matter, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, I was not gonna lift, because this, I was either gonna make it or break it. And just when everything's starting to go and you're like ready to go, you know, go ahead and hit the gas right for the final. Nothing there for me. During the rush of getting everything switched over to wet setup from dry, I must have just left the chain tension a little loose. The mount was still tight. Everything was tight. I just one of those things that I just missed, and that's kind of how the finals ended for me after everything. So frustration. I hit the gas, chain went adios. So that was it. It ended quickly for me, so.
Go listen to him, it's alive.
Yeah, so.
How's that boys doing? Why are you not out there right now?
My chain came off right when I hit the gas.
Oh, dude.
Yep. And I think because Jorge was right behind me, so I think because I didn't get a go, he got backed up as well. So
He's got a good run going.
So that's
He's looking good. He's like 14 to 15.
That's probably a worst case scenario. So it happens. It is what it is.
Yeah. Where's Dan? What
He's,
place?
I think like 19.
Okay.
Oh, man. Let's go find
You know what, Dave, this is
it is what it is, I guess.
truly a clinic right now Gary Lawson is putting on. How to run in the rain. 4 laps in, 10 laps to go, and Gary Lawson with over 5 seconds. Yeah.
There goes Jorge.
Adam Maxwell, Adam Norman. He's a two-cycle racer. Adam ran the bridge.
He just hit the curve and went off a little bit. No big deal.
Now, one over in a Jackson, 4-cycle racer.
All right, so yeah. So as far as racing, it is done for today. I had a car. I had the speed. I'm sure I had the speed to make the top 15. But sometimes, you know, little gremlins come up. I checked the mount already. The mount was tight. Maybe I just left it too loose, and you know, it is what it is. So it's just a tough way to end the day. But that's all part of it. It's all part of karting. If you are in karting, this will happen to you. It's absolutely guaranteed. So. Hey, Junior, what time is it?
Vlog time?
Vlog time, where are we?
Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh, yeah?
Vlogging for vlog time.
For vlog time. I'm going to see where I can squeeze this on the video, but oh man, look at that. So we are on the track on the International Motor Speedway. We are right at the famous Brickyard. So couldn't have asked for a better ending to the weekend. What can I say? Lots of up and downs. Unfortunately, finished the weekend on the side of the track, but hey, that's racing. The team did an absolutely great job coming off the actual trailer. Oh man, there's a beat. Look at that. Ugh. Coming off the trailer, never being on the track for especially Junior and Miguel, but they came together and they did an absolute great job. Once again, the Viejo Ruben, Jorge, Miguel, Junior, thank you for everything that you guys do. Thank you for keeping me on track. And that's it, man. So we look forward to next year. I am a little tired, little exhausted. That's why I'm a little bit down on energy. But man, what an absolute fun weekend. So no complaints at all. Just ready to do it next year. If you like what you saw, please hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm also going to add a link on the bottom of the channel to Jam Racing, which is our secondary page that we're always on there. We try to kind of get 2 views because we usually run 2 or 3 different weight classes. So, and it's hard to vlog a lot of the stuff. So Jam Racing will be at the bottom. Subscribe to that one as well. And thank you guys. Thanks for following along. Hit the subscribe.